just to make a long story short, I was originally born in Haiti, moved here as a small child with my mom. My dad was still in Haiti because he didn't have papers to come to the United States. So pretty much up until I was like 10 years old, I was raised by my mom. Then I had a little sister, grew up in Broward County, Florida. When I was old enough and it was time for me to graduate, I moved away to Pensacola, Florida, went to college, did 4 years there to graduate with a business management degree because I always knew I wanted to be in business. And after I did that, during the pandemic, 2020, spring 2020, I didn't even get a chance to walk the stage. I packed up everything I had, got rid of half of everything I had, and moved to Los Angeles, and I made it shake ever since I've been here. So pretty much what led me to wanting to have my own tech business is pretty much when I was in like middle school, I stopped playing Optimist football, so pretty much Little League football, and it was a computer store literally like in the plaza down the street from my house. So I started going to that computer store with my dad, whatever the case may be. And my dad used to always go to yard sales. It's like a thing, just being Haitian, going to yard sale, buy things, send them to Haiti, and sell them. So that's honestly how I got my first way of entrepreneurship, just doing that with my dad, going to yard sales. So I started buying computers and fixing them up on YouTube, learning how to jailbreak iPhones, learning how to fix phones, learning how to fix up computers, just pretty much anything technology wise. I was on YouTube learning. But when I got back to high school, I started playing football again, so I kind of fell off of that. But tech has always been something I was always into, like with getting a new iPhone or the learning the specs of the newest computers or the new things, gadgets just dropping. I always was paying attention to those different things, even though I didn't really have the capability to own those things and do those different things. But I was always learning and understanding these different things as I was growing up. So it led me to thinking of bringing things back together, like during my time frame in college, just bringing things together of like, I always loved tech, but I always knew I wanted to be a business owner. So why not integrate both of the two? And here we are with Yerspot, about to launch in a couple of days. So yeah, just to give you like a little quick background of like the journey leading up to this. So pretty much growing up, my mom and dad, pure hustle. You gotta understand, like both my parents came from Haiti with nothing, no education that's valid in the United States that could get you like a high-end job, whatever the case may be. And my parents always pushed school. So for me, it was always a thing of I was learning. The only thing we had is computers that I would fix at the house. So I would just be on YouTube, just learning through that. And also just going out with my mom and my dad and just seeing different business things like they doing and uncles and aunts. Like my mom used to sell like bed sheets out the back of her car or different things that she would get from Haiti or wherever and sell them and go to door to friends' houses, people, wherever the case may be, and sells that. So that already taught me of like how to talk to people, and seeing her be able to do that, it taught me how to be able to communicate and talk to people. Same thing with my dad. He used to go to yard sales and just buy different things and fix them up and sell them for a higher price, you know what I'm saying? And like that was also another thing of doing it, because like I remember when I was younger, I was kind of embarrassed to be like go to yard sales and stuff, but I learned that that's how you hustle and that's how you get to that aspect of like learning how to be a boss, learning how to make your money work more and make more money. So like one of my first businesses, I remember, I tell people the story all the time. I used to go to the gym with one of my dad's friends, and there was some like little cheap headphones for like $3 at the gym. Like literally you'll use them, they'll break that same day at the gym. So me looking at it, I bought it from this dude. I bought like for like $20. I had like $20 on me at the time. Bought like 5 of them. Went back to school the next day, had the headphones in my ear, act like, and the music's so good that during the time everybody needed headphones, right? This is like the headphone era. If you know, like the wired headphones in middle school, high school, whatever the case may be, everybody had those. So I was in school just nodding my head. So I'm over here finessing, like walking through the gym class while everybody's sitting on the bleachers, just people looking at me. So I'm going around the gym like, hey man, I'm selling headphones. Literally sold out all my headphones. And I told them no refunds. I knew it was going to break. But that really first got my entrepreneur skills going. Started fixing iPhones, started doing different things like that. And it really set me up to be where I'm at right now. learning all of those different things. But the biggest thing with all of that is just being, my mom was a very overprotective mother, or whatever the case may be. Couldn't really go to party or anything. But once I got my first job, ended up hustling to get my first car. Literally everything got on my own. I'm a senior, I'm about to graduate. My parents not really tripping on me as much no more, so I started going to parties. Started being a party promoter, like reposting flyers, my friends' flyers who having party, people in the local city going to the parties, people calling me to go to parties. This is during graduation time, you know, prom parties, going to those for different schools, just enjoying myself. And I knew it was like, I always been to entertainment life, and then when I moved away for college, it really pulled me away from that, because I'm in a smaller town where it's not as many black people, you know what I'm saying? So I'm really just trying to adapt to the culture, where I come from, a culture of like mixed nationalities and different things like that, to a whole city where it's not the same. So it really humbled me and really made me take it back and see back. It's like, why isn't there an app out there that's really going to make people connect with other people in their local area who has the same interest? You know what I'm saying? It was kind of hard to find people with the same interests as me. Just because I'm an outgoing person, I was able to create that for myself. But I know it's a lot of people who are scared to go out and speak to other people and rather have behind the phone. So why not connect both? Because people still need that in-person interaction with others, so we could make it to that, so they could enjoy and make new friends and stuff like that while they're in college and different things like that. That is a great question. What are my personal takes with failure? So I believe failure teaches you more than people think, right? So for me, I done failed at 101 businesses, no matter from small to big, from cutting grasses to cleaning cars to whatever the case may be. I feel like failure has taught me everything I know, and I can give you a couple of examples, right? I put probably $2,000 into building an e-commerce site that went nowhere, but I did gain skills from that, learning how to build a website, put a website together, learn what it took to learn to do Facebook ads, learned all of these different things about courses just to learn it. So all of that information I have in my head that I can incorporate into any new business I want to do, even if it's not related to e-commerce. So that's one thing I failed. MLM, I also did MLMs, which also was pretty much a situation of this company I did, World Ventures, where it's pretty much like a pyramid scheme, where I was selling the opportunity to become a representative that sells these packages, or whatever the case may be, and you work your way up. And literally I ranked up in a matter of months, you know what I'm saying, became a senior director, I believe, at the time. Taking trips to California and different things like that, getting opportunities to go to different management parties and seeing people on these different levels. And that really taught me my sales skills, learning that way. Also sold jewelry, not no cheap jewelry, thousands of dollar jewelry, people buying wedding rings and things like that. Also taught me another skills in sales. So like with everything I've done, everything I've failed at, everything I've done is all creating me to know everything I'm doing now. So I believe like you gotta do different things and fail at it, at least try, you know what I'm saying? Because you could learn little things that you could put together to create the opportunity that you need for yourself, that the skills that you may need to have in the long run when it comes down to you being able to create what you got going on and expanding and growing to help yourself be successful in your own way. So a day-to-day look at my life would be, so I set my alarm every morning for 7:30. No matter what day it is, 7:30 I set my alarm to go off. I may not roll out of bed at 7:30, but it allows me to have my body at least semi-awake to understand that, okay, it's about that time to roll out of bed. So usually 7:30 my alarm goes off. I grab my phone. Sometimes I may have emails or calls from the East Coast, just because I'm originally from the East Coast. I live in California now, so people are already up and awake and get into it. So I check my phone, see what's going on, get up, brush my teeth, things like that. Every morning I eat a pack of oatmeal and drink tea, right? Just to get my flow, my body flows going, take my vitamins, different things like that. Every morning, just because I believe that a good routine in the morning sets up your day for success. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're rolling out at any time of the time, if you're rolling out, my bad, I'm tripping right now. But if you're rolling out of bed anytime in the morning, you really don't have no structure to get things done. So for me, I like to create that structure for myself where I roll out of bed, eat my oatmeal, drink my tea. That's the time I actually go through my Instagram feed, respond to messages, emails, look at different things like that while I'm eating my oatmeal and drinking my tea. Once I do that, I go ahead and get to the gym, work out, come back, shower and stuff like that, and whatever my day has planned, because it's always changing. Some days I'm making content, some days I'm doing research, some things I'm going to the library, just different days. So my day is always varying, but I try to keep my morning routine as consistent as possible, because sometimes I do have early morning meetings, or I may have to run out and go do something early in the morning, which may knock off my routine. But I always try to keep that as consistent as possible, just so I can make sure that as the day goes on, I know I already accomplished a few things that day that keeps my structure in line. One word that I would say describes myself is, I would say, grit, right? And the reason I say grit is because no matter how hard things get, one thing about me, I never lay down and roll over. You know what I'm saying? I literally get up and keep pushing forward, no matter what it is, no matter how hard it is, no matter if I'm at my last dollar, or whatever the case may be. I'm always getting up, pushing and pushing harder to put myself on that next level so I could literally push and grow as an individual. I feel like that grit is what separates the weak from the strong. Like people who are willing to get up during those days they don't want to, go to the gym the days they don't want to, no matter what it is, just doing it even if you don't want to, because that what creates success. Because you get better on the days you truly don't want to do it. And you hear that all the times from different inspirational speakers and different things like that. So I try to live by that, and that's why I believe grit is the word that best describes me. I want to thank you guys for watching this video, because this is who I am. This is just a basic version of it. But I just want to let you guys know, thank you for watching. There's a lot more to come, so stay tuned. Mr.HM, and you know we out.